Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome to another mock audition. Hark has opened up the audition process for his Ready Persona 1 campaign, and I simply had to do a mock. To anyone who is considering auditioning, maybe you're umming and ahhing over whether or not you really want to do this, maybe you're a little bit shy and you're not sure if you want to put yourself out there, but trust me, I know how you feel. Personally, I would highly recommend giving this a go. I was in Hark's Dragon Age Ascension campaign, I played Pasha. I was also in the Orion spin-off for his Wizarding World campaign. I played Izzy, the baby-eating hag. I had a lot of fun with her, and I had a great time in those campaigns. So if you're interested in the Ready Persona 1 campaign, please do give auditioning a go. At worst, you don't get in, and if you do get in, then you are going to experience a very fun game and you're going to meet some lovely people to boot. I've made some very good friends by being a part of Hark's community. Okay, now onto the audition itself. Considering this is the final year of auditioning, I may have gone a little bit overboard with this, just a little bit. Okay, maybe more than a little bit, maybe a lot, but well, it's my prerogative. So I do hope you enjoy this. I certainly enjoyed putting it together. Before we get into the characters, let me take a little bit of your time to explain the worlds I'm pitching. The real world my character comes from is very similar to the world we know, though a bit more advanced in terms of technology. I'd actually liken it to how 2015 was portrayed in Back to the Future 2, you know, with hoverboards and self-tying shoes and all of that good stuff. And of course, VR is a lot more advanced and commonplace. In this world, practically everyone has a VR headset, even if it's just a cheap, crappy one. Kind of like how everyone has a mobile phone nowadays. Even if it's just like a Nokia brick, it is super uncommon for someone to not have a mobile. And that's how VR is in this world. And the game I'm pitching is a fantasy MMORPG. Very similar to World of Warcraft, except instead of medieval fantasy, this game is Renaissance fantasy. It's set in not Venice. You know how in Dragon Age there's Orlais, which is not France. Well, this game is set in not Venice. Humans, elves, orcs and dwarves walk the streets next to the canals that twist through the city, gondolas swiftly traversing the waterways. The gondolas are the fast travel system, by the way. Beautiful cathedrals, art galleries and theatres, most of which are based on real places and have been painstakingly rendered into the game for the community to gaze upon or show off their own talents. Masks are very much in fashion in this world. The only people who really don't sport masks are newbies who maybe haven't looted mask yet. You can actually earn in-game money to design custom masks that are unique to your character. Being fashionable is quite a big deal in this MMORPG, if you couldn't tell. The game really focuses on the social aspect of an MMO. It encourages being in a guild and taking part in special events such as the yearly Masquerade Ball. It wouldn't be not Venice without a Masquerade Ball. There are also timed events that you are encouraged to participate in, such as you've learned that a cardinal will be assassinated this week. Can you stop the assassin in time? There's a lot of political intrigue in this game's main plot. Now, I do believe I'm done talking about the world, so it's about time I moved on to the characters. But I figure, considering this is the last audition process round, whatever you want to call it, I figure that this time around the characters can introduce themselves. So, take it away, ladies.
Hi there. My name is Sunny. I'm 21 years old. If you were to ask people about me, what would you say about Sunny? They'd probably say, "Who? We don't know who you're talking about." That's actually not quite a joke. Most people in my school probably didn't even realise I was there. I'm kind of quiet. I prefer to, stick in the background and not really talk much. It's not a big deal. That's kind of how I prefer to be. The limelight and everything. No, thank you. That seems terrifying to me. I guess I should tell you a little bit about myself, maybe. So I was in university up until recently. I was actually studying creative writing. I think I'm a pretty good writer. I'd like to be an author one day. Maybe if I'm lucky, maybe that'll happen. I don't know, but I had to drop out earlier last year. Unfortunately, my mum got quite sick, and she's always been quite ill. But last year she went downhill pretty badly, and Dad decided he couldn't be asked. He dipped, and that's my mum. If someone's gonna take care of her, it's gonna be me. She gave birth to me. I owe her. So yeah, I had to drop out to look after her.
All aboard for the train to Snoresville. What?
Sonny darling, has anyone ever told you how boring your drab and dreary little life is? I mean, I think most people would be too polite to say I'm boring, but I don't know.
Well, now that the star of the show has arrived, you can head on home and do whatever it is you do with your evenings.
Okay then.
Now that the church mouse has gone, allow me to introduce myself, although I'm sure introductions really aren't all that necessary. You can call me Nyx. That is Nyx. Please do get the spelling right, darling. I am the guild leader of the Daughters of Chaos. You might have heard of us. We're rather influential around these parts. Now, I'm aware that there are gossips out there who don't really like how I lead my guild. They don't like my personality. They say I'm too strong-headed or a bit too much. Well, as I always like to say, darling, if I'm too much, you're always free to go find less. I am a storyteller. I travel these parts telling tales of daring heroes and exciting exploits. And if you're lucky, I might just be telling your tale one of these days. Oh, I'm sorry, did you think that was it? Oh, no. You see, a certain someone has been saying they wanted to end one of these off with a song, and they haven't. Up till now, yes, now is the time, so I do hope you enjoy. This is probably one of the weirdest things I've ever recorded.